Hello and welcome to a hotel tour of GF Isabel in Costa Adeje, Tenerife. This is my first hotel tour, so apologies if it's not perfect, but I'm going to try my best. So I'm staying here, it's now Saturday the 4th of January 2025 and I've stayed here over New Year, so we're here for a week and I'm here with my husband and 3 children who are 11, 4 and 4 months. So I'm going to give you a tour of the hotel, give you a few of my reviews, really honest reviews, and just my thoughts. So let's get in. So first of all, I'll just start with the location of the hotel. If you're familiar with Costa Adeje, it is near Fanya Bay. So over here where I'm pointing, there is a market. I think it's on today and it's on Thursdays as well. I haven't been because I just don't feel like I want to go somewhere like that with a pram, with a push chair. So I've missed it this time, but maybe next time I'll give it a go. And then you've got the GF Fanya Bay Hotel here. And then just in the distance down there, you might be able to see through the trees, is the sea. And that's the Fanya Bay front down there. And I would say that if your mobility isn't great, this might be a struggle for you to get up and down the hill. One hill is quite steep and then there's another way where it's sort of a bit more gradual. There's a few hills, so it's not all in one. But I would say, yeah, if you've got mobility issues, maybe choose somewhere that is closer to the Fanya Bay front rather than here, but that's just my opinion. I'm not very fit, so I have struggled with the pram at times, but I have got my husband to help me, so that's just my thoughts on that. And then just here through the trees as well, there is a lovely bar there. I think it's called Babshukas or something like that. We've not been, but it looks very friendly when we walk past. And in there next to it is the Hyperdino supermarket, so you can get all your essentials and other shops and another sports bar within that San Miguel shopping centre. So yes, that's just handy to know where that is there, right on the doorstep. So I'm going to pan round now and take you into the hotel with me. Apologies, I've got my flip-flops on, so it's a little bit clicky-clacky noisy. So this is the hill to get into the hotel, so obviously prams and pushchairs on this bit and then the steps here. So I'm going to take the steps and this is the main entrance here. And you can hire bikes. We haven't done it, but you can hire bikes. Let's have a look. One bike for one day is €12 and all the other prices are there if you're interested. So in here you've got your TUI desks and Jet2 desks if you need to see the reps. And the Christmas tree is still up because obviously it's still early January, so as we go around I'll show you any decorations that they've got up. And then reception is there. And there's seating area in the reception area if you need it. And then for children that are aged 1 to 7, there's just a small play area in there if you need it. There's another bar inside here and some more Christmas decks there. And then I'm going to head out here. There's more seating area out here if you want it, and on that side over there. And then this is the entertainment area in the summer, where they obviously do all the shows, the mini disco on the stage, and there's lots of seating. And then just through these doors here is the bar, and they come to you, it's waiter service. You can't go and be served at the bar down there, you have to wait for them to come to you. You can set up to charge to your room at the beginning of your stay, but you have to do that at reception, or you can pay as you go and it's card only. If you do set up to pay at like a tab and pay at the end, you can pay cash at the end. So if you're only bringing cash, you can do that, but you have to set up the tab and pay that at the reception at the end. So that's the outdoor area, but we only saw one show outside in our stay, and the rest has moved inside, which is up here, and it's in here, these doors. Can't go in because it's locked at the minute, but it's got like all chairs, tables and a stage in there, so that's where you would go in the winter months. But what I'm going to do is head downstairs towards the restaurant and just show you how you get in the restaurant downstairs. And because we've got a push chair, I'll then show you the way in through if you're coming up in the lift or up a ramp. So we'll go down the stairs now. So once you're down the stairs, you go straight ahead and you go in them doors there, and then the maitre d', I think you call it, will then see you to a table. You don't sit where you want to sit yourself, you have to be seated. And I have pre-filmed some of the restaurant when I was in there for lunch, so I'll show you that. And I think maybe when I was at breakfast one day, but it gets very, very busy. Quite crowded, but they will seat you with prams, pushchairs if you need to. Like our baby's only 4 months, so they will put you where it's easier. But then if you have a baby that can sit in a high chair, they would prefer you to leave the pushchair outside and they'd all be lined up. I filmed this part at breakfast. If we were put into this section of the hall, it was very quiet and I found it much more comfortable with the pushchair. Now the next clip I'm going to show you is the main part of the buffet area, and it gets very busy in that section. You can push it outside. I just wanted to record for you one of the meal times we went to. There was a microwave there for baby food to be warmed up. This is the children's section, but obviously anyone can eat from here. Now don't be fooled, it was never this quiet usually. This was a lunch time, which was the quietest of the 3 meal times. But this is the reason why I filmed at this time, so that I could properly have a look at the food and show you. But it just gives you an idea of the offerings that are on, because it was similar meals at the evening meal time as well. Right, so I'm going to show you this way now. Now, I obviously haven't used the gym or anything, so I'm just going to have a nosy and see if anyone's in. I don't want to intrude on anyone's privacy, but I'm hoping I can go in and show you what equipment they've got in there. So just let me have a see if anyone's in. for some reason it didn't want to let me in the gym. The hours are 8 till 8. It won't let me in with the card. I'm not sure why. Maybe you have to get something sorted, but it should be open. And I can't show you in because of the reflection, so I do apologise. But I can see weights and there's running machines and looks like a cross trainer. Looks like there's quite a bit of equipment in there, so yeah, I do apologise. And then they do have spinning room in here as well, but again I can't show you that because my card won't work. So that's in there. And then there's a shop in here which sells more like gifts and toys. So my son went in there last night and bought some bits and pieces, but they were quite expensive, so just try and avoid it if you can. And then on this board here, I'll just pan round, it does give you the entertainment for what's on. But there is an app you're supposed to download to give you like the kids club stuff. So I'll show you the QR code when I get a chance. I found the QR code, so I thought I'd just pop it in here. So I'm going to go back up here now. So this would be the way you would come if you had a pushchair, wheelchair, anything like that. So the toilets are there. And the spa is in there. I haven't used it, so I'm not quite sure what it's like, but they've got an offer on here. Back massage and head massage for €55 for 45 minutes. There you go, that gives you an idea of the prices. So now if you want to use the lift, there's the lifts within there, and that takes you up to reception and up to the other apartments and things, so you can use them there if you want. Or if you prefer to walk round, you can come up this slight hill and I will show you around here. So the temperature currently today is about 21 degrees at the moment. I think it's going to be about 22, 23. So this is a lovely little courtyard here with a fountain, and surrounding it are all different bungalows. These seem really nice and quiet. And in the corner just over here, which I'll show you in a second, is a laundry room. So I'll just head there and just let you have a peek in there. I haven't used it, I haven't needed to use it, but I have seen other people in here. So here we go. Laundry machines. Not sure on the coins you put in, I presume it's euros. They might be dryers and washing machines, which is in use at the minute. So that's that. So I'll just recap on the restaurant. It is very busy, and we're obviously at peak time. Christmas and New Year is very busy. We weren't here for Christmas, just for New Year, and they did have a gala dinner on. Now, we've never been away for New Year before, and I didn't actually realise how fancy it would be. So we'd already pre-booked somewhere else to go, a favourite Indian of ours. And we slightly regretted it after, because the gala dinner was worth €170 each per adult. There's the diving centre if you're interested. I just thought I'd point that out to you. And we obviously forfeited that and went somewhere else. But saying that, my young boy who's 4, he probably wouldn't have, we wouldn't have been able to enjoy it the same anyway, because he's not very relaxed at dinner. He's a bit of a handful. So to us it was probably best that we did go somewhere else anyway. Now, this is the main pool area. So I'm not going to go down there because I don't want to film people up close, feel like they're being I'm being too intrusive. Now I'm just going to point out to you the best places to get a sunbed, to get the sun all day. So the place where you want to get the sunbed is this side here, this little strip here. And the pools do not open till 10, and there are barriers across, like chains. So if you do put your towel on the sunbed, they will take them off. They're very strict about it, which I do think is a good thing. So yeah, if you want one that side, and I've heard there is a bit of a scramble in the morning, no fighting, but it is a bit of a rush. But there are still some sunbeds available, like down here there's a couple at the back. But if you've got young children who are in the pool who you need to keep your eye on, you obviously can't be sat there. You need to be up this side, especially this is the shallow end and then this is the deeper bit. And they go really quickly, and if you go on that side there, the sun basically doesn't come all day. We did try it one day and we didn't get any sun there, it was pointless, so we moved to the quiet pool, which I will show you shortly. So they have got over here a little shop with food and drinks and stuff, you can buy stuff. Sorry, my finger's a bit off there, just there. And then just back over there, there's a snack bar, but I can show you that a bit closer up when I go around that side soon. But I just didn't want to go too close to the main pool area. There are toilets down here as well with baby change, and they're just under there. So everything's in one place. You can get drinks from the snack bar. It's really nice, the atmosphere is nice. But we just didn't want to do the 10 o'clock scramble for a sunbed and opted for the quiet pool instead. Now I've just realised there's a bit in reception I've not shown you, so I'm going to go straight to that. I'll cut the walk out to save some time for you, and I'll see you when we get to the reception area. Okay, so I'm back at the Christmas tree, and earlier I went that way to show you the restaurant down the stairs. So this time I'm going to go left this way and show you what's through here. So the lifts which lead down to where the restaurant is are there. You can get in them there as well. There's some toilets around there. There is a cash machine if you need it. And there's another little bridge which just gives you another view of where we were before. Down there is the outdoor seating area near the gym and everything, which I showed you. And then on this side, I'll pan round, is the hill that I took to walk up instead, where the little courtyard with the fountain is. Just try and get your bearings. It's very difficult because it is quite a bit of a maze, if I'm honest. It took us quite a few days to find our way around. Now, Bar Salon is where we go for the nighttime entertainment in the winter, and you might be able to see actually now. That's the seating, and it goes right round. The bar in there doesn't open till 9 PM. And again, it's waiter service, so you have to go to that other bar I showed you before and get your own drinks in there. So there's the shop here, mini market. You can get all your essentials that you need and any souvenirs. And then there's some more snooker tables there. Okay, so now I'm going to head back down where I just cut out on the way up, so you can get a real feel of where I've just been. You might get your bearings then. Yeah, so the food in the restaurant, I would say, is just standard. You know, if you go to an all-inclusive regular, it's standard. You're going to get a bit of everything, a bit of salads, a bit of cold meats, you know, your fish and your meat options every evening, and vegetables. They always have on the canary and potatoes and stuff like that. So, and there's fresh bread, there's always something. And for the children, like I've shown in the video, you've got pizza, chips. So I would say, even though my 4-year-old can be a bit fussy, he's always found something to eat. Even if it's just a plate of chips, at least I know he's eaten something for that day. So now I am back to where I showed you the pool there. And I'm going to pan round here, and that is where the courtyard is, where I came out before. There's another lift that then leads down to the pool area. So there are lifts on every level, but it's just finding out where they are and where they lead you to. You may have heard about the famous cat, infamous cat Big Dave, and this is his little house. But I haven't actually seen him yet since we've been here, so I'm not sure if he's gone on his travels for a bit. We have seen another cat, a darker coloured one, but I wouldn't say they're roaming around everywhere. I've only seen one cat once in the 5 days we've been here, so it's not like a worry or anything if you don't like cats. Now I'm going to walk round here. Sorry if the wind's being picked up on the microphone. I don't have state-of-the-art equipment yet. I am using a gimbal at the moment, but I haven't got the microphones to go with it, so it does pick up the wind, so I do apologise. So as you go around, there are these like fitness areas where your kids can play, or you can do your pull-ups, whatever you want to do. Different levels there. And ladders there. Kids to climb on, or you can do like it shows you on the it says no children actually, sorry, I'm advertising for children, but it's actually for adults to do their exercises, so ignore me. Don't put your kids on the climbing frame. Now the jacuzzi, which you might have seen on other pictures that you've on reviews and things, is up these stairs, and I went to go up to check it out earlier because it is adults only and I've not been yet, but it's actually closed for maintenance, so I can't show you that at the moment, unfortunately. I do apologise. There's another lift around there, I believe, so if you're on this level there's a lift around there. So these are the bungalows, and I am going to give you a tour of my bungalow which I'm staying in at the end, so if you're interested in that, please stick around. I'm going to pan round and just show you the location of some of the apartments just up there. And there's quite a lot of rooms and different styles. It's a very, very big complex. As you may have seen in other reviews, it is Canarian style. It is like a holiday village, and I'll be honest, when you've got a pram or a wheelchair, I do feel like it's quite long-winded to get around to places. I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit awkward. Other people may disagree, but that is my experience. It takes probably twice as long to get anywhere with a pram or wheelchair than it would if you can just go up and down the steps quite easily. So yes, that's my opinion on that. So it does add on to your day a little bit, but I suppose if you like the exercise, it's a good thing. But when you've got kids who want to just get somewhere quickly, it's not always so easy. So again, there's some more apartments coming up here in that block, and I believe you do get more privacy if you're in an apartment, because obviously the bungalows are right where people are walking, they can see in. So what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to cut up here this little alleyway and show you the kids section at the back, the play areas. There is another way to get to this at the other end where I'm going to come out of, so I'll show you where to come in at the other side. So to start with, it might be a bit bright in the sun, I do apologise. There is a little football area, and I'm going to go round to the shade here. I'm not sure if the balls are provided anywhere, it may be in the kids club or whatever, but we've got basketball and football, so if you've got a football mad kid, this is a great place to bring them. They can play football all day. They do close this section off in the evening because obviously if you've got people just straight in there in their apartments at night, they don't want kids kicking a football down around dead light. Then you've got a zip wire, which my daughter loves. The 4-year-old's a bit too small for it at the minute. Bouncy castle, which again is only up in the daytime, it gets put down in the evening. Not sure what time exactly, but I'll show you that. Yeah, little bouncy castle there. That's quite nice for the kids. Climbing frame, which they can actually use this one. So if you've got a little climber, they can go on there. And little park area there with a slide on it. And then they have mini golf just in there. You can play that, and it's all included, nothing costs anything. Through there is the quiet pool, which I'm going to show you last because my family are there, and if my little boy sees me, he might oh, I've come out another way actually. It doesn't matter, I'll come down here. There is steps here, sorry, and there is a ramp there if you need it, but I will show you the other way around. See, even I don't got my bearings, and we've been here 5 days. I've come round the longer way. So I'm just going to show you the other part to the kids play area. So I'm just going back on myself here. Okay, so up here again there's steps, but there's also a ramp, so if you've got a pushchair or a wheelchair it's easy. And there is a little soft play area in here, which I'm going to go in and show you because there's no children in there. So it's open 11 till 5, and it's like a soft play area. Ball pits, and there is a slide in there. My little one, my 4-year-old, hasn't actually been in here yet, so I need to bring him in before we go home. He's just been too busy in the pool playing. So I'll just show you the information. Hopefully you can see it in the reflection there. 11 till 5, and it's for ages between 3 and 8. So that's that. So just to give you the bearings, there is the bouncy castle. So I could have cut through there before, but obviously I walked on a bit further and showed you the park area. So in here is the TUI Kids Club. I'm not too sure how it works, I don't know, but this is for the TUI kids in there. And it is signposted, as you can see, just there. So that is only if you've come with TUI. And I'm going to now show you the actual mini club for anyone else who's staying here. But again, I just have to be careful because my son might see me and come running over. He's not in the mini club, obviously, he's in the pool, but it's like they have a radar and they know when mum is near. And they come to find me. So there's a vending machine actually just here. I've not actually used anything, so I don't know how much things are. But you can grab chocolates and water if you need it desperately. This is the kids club. You go in through the little gate over there, and they all do activities here. So occasionally you'll see them sat here, but I'm going to have to move because there's music on. I do apologise. And they actually allow dogs at this resort. So here we have got the Pets Land and Spa. So within there there's a dog bath, grooming tables, obviously some crates there to store the dogs, and I have seen a couple of dogs dotted about since I've been here. And this is where they play like bulls, is it, or the tank? I'm not quite sure what you call it, I'm sorry, I'm not clued up, but that's where they play that. So there are some loos here, toilets, and they have got like showers and things in here. So these are up near the kids club. Okay, so now I'm going to head down and show you the other children's pool. So there's a little toy, well, wooden train there for kids to play on if they choose. Another little toy there, little ride. And this has been closed since we got here because there's a big like hole in the floor on the other side. So that's out of use at the minute, but I presume when it's fixed they can use that in the summer. And then here is the little splash park. which again my little boy hasn't really used. He's wanted to be in the proper pool. You don't really get much sun on here till later in the afternoon. Now the steps I've just come down, I can't come down them with the pram, and I have to go a really long way to get to my bungalow, which is only just down these steps. I have to go like round a ramp up there, and I have to come down here, right down, and it's just really long-winded. That's all I can't really explain it other than that. So I'm gonna head down here now and show you where our bungalow is. And the snack bar. So there's another pool table here. I'll check what it takes. I don't know whether it's €1 or whatever. I think so. €2, and it has to be €2 coins. And people have been using it, so it's working all right. And then this is the snack bar, which is next to the big pool, which I showed you from up on the balcony. You can get all your drinks in here, alcohol, soft drinks, slushies. And then there is a buffet here for people who are all inclusive to get their snacks and things. And I believe they do like pizzas and things you can actually buy from this snack bar, but we haven't done that. We've either bought stuff at the supermarket, or we have, you know, gone out for lunch or had lunch here. So that's another thing I wanted to say. In the restaurant, if you are half bored like we are, you get breakfast, and then you can either have lunch or you can have your evening meal. It's completely up to you, whether you want to switch it around. So you can't have both, obviously, and they just mark it off, and you can do that every day. There's no limit on when you change it, so if you want to do that. So now I am going to give you a tour of the quiet pool, we call it. I will have to do a voiceover because there is music playing. Here's the bar. I think it opened at 11. They did advertise some snacks, but when we asked about it, they said we had to go to the bigger bar at the main pool. I really liked the view from this pool. There were lots of mountains in the background. So we're staying in number 632, and this is a bungalow. So this is ours, this one and this one. And there are ones attached to you at one side, and there are some above you as well. So even though you might book a bungalow, it doesn't mean it's ground floor. You could be up 2 flights of stairs. But because you're on a higher level there, it'll just be 1 flight of stairs up. And I have seen people that have got buggies who have to navigate those steps. So I did email in advance and ask for one that was lower down because we had a pram, but we do have 2 steps to get up, which hasn't been an issue really, but it could be if you've got any issues trying to get up and down, like mobility issues or anything like that. So just make sure you specify you need it to be a ramp or fully flat. But like I say, this wasn't an issue for us. So you do have a little seating area here. We haven't used it because you get no sun here at all. But some other ones that are like higher up get lovely afternoon sun, and they do sit out having a drink or playing cards or whatever. And then this is to hang your bits on. It's not very big. Some of the other ones in the other bungalows have got longer ones that like concertina out. So just bear that in mind if you need to bring anything else to dry your washing. And then to get in, you use your key card, you slot it in, pull it out. This one's temperamental, and then it's just a turn of the knob. It's very straightforward. Hello, child. Okay, so we're now in the bungalow. Please excuse anything that's lying around, any mess. Obviously we've been here nearly a week now, so, well, we have been here a week tomorrow, so there's things of ours laid around. So anyway, I'm going to start with, when you come in, there is this card that you pop into this slot here, and if you want your room cleaning, you leave it on the green side, and then on the opposite side it is red. I'm not taking it out because it turns all the electric off as well, so you need that in for the electricity to work, as you do like with a little key card usually. So there is like a fuller length mirror there when you come in there. And then I'm just going to pan round and show you the beds. So because there are four of us plus a baby, there's 2 beds here side by side, which would be a sofa obviously if you've not got these being used as beds. And then here you do have a TV, and on this TV I've found we've got BBC One, BBC Two, I think ITV, Sky News. I think that's the only ones we've looked at, and there are obviously other international channels on there as well. And then you have this little storage unit here to put bits in, and then next to it you've got your suitcase rack there to put things in there. Little coffee table in the middle to put any drinks and things on. So my baby's just sleeping there, but as you can see there is a door to get to the bungalow next door, so obviously there is options for interconnecting rooms if you're a bigger family. So there is a dining table, 4 chairs if you need to use it, and this is a wall light here, and then you've got this light up here, and they are the only 2 lights in this whole room. So this side of the room at the evening is very dark. As you can see, there's none on the ceiling, and I do think it is lacking some lighting, because you've got your natural light in the day, but as soon as the sun goes down it is very dark in here. So let's move on to the kitchen, and you have got a mini fridge, and in the top section is a small freezer, and I mean very small, so you can get some ice cubes and some other ice lollies and bits in if you wish, but otherwise you've got a mini fridge there. And then up here you've got a microwave. In this one, which is a noisy cupboard, I'm not going to open it because I don't want to wake the baby, but there's like a sangria jug and a couple of wine glasses. Nothing in this one. You've got your extractor hood and hob here. No oven. And then in here there's just your usual cups, saucers and glasses. On the top here we've got a toaster, a coffee machine. You've got to bring everything yourself. And a small kettle. It's very small, it's like a travel kettle. And just excuse this bucket, this is mine from home. This has got the bottles in that I'm sterilising. Obviously sink. And then when we did arrive I wasn't quite sure what would be here. So in this packet here there was a small bottle of washing up liquid, sponge, and this cloth. I brought my own bottle brush because I knew I'd have to do the bottles straight away when we arrived. And this water's from the Hyperdino, and it's low sodium. It's got a baby on it. That's what you need to look out for doing any bottles. Obviously you still boil it, but you need to look for this one with a baby on it, or read the content of the sodium. In here you've got plates and a couple of pans and frying pans. We've not used them because we haven't actually cooked in here. In here you've got your bin for all your waste. They do ask you to recycle your cans, tins, bottles, papers, anything like that, and you just need to take them out with you. And there is a washing up bowl and sweeping brush there if you need it. Cutlery drawer with a couple of utensils. That's all there is. There's nothing else, so obviously you might need to ask reception for it if you need anything more than that. And there's a colander chopping board and like a big serving dish, and this glass dish as well, which my daughter used last night for some crisps, so they have got that if you're making a salad or whatever. And there is one tea towel provided, one of these, that's it. So you might want to bring an extra one from home if you're going to be washing up a lot. So as for the living room, there are a couple of plugs. There's one there, and then there's one next to the TV, but I'm not quite sure if there's one behind the sofa. So if you've got children or teenagers who want to be on the phones or charging them, you might want to bring an extension lead to plug in. Now I'm going to show you this. This is the controls for the aircon. So you can set the temperature. We've not messed with it at all. We've left it as it was. 20 degrees it's set at, and the aircon intermittently comes on and off. So there are vents up there, and when I go in the bedroom I'll show you them vents as well. Okay, so we're going to go into the bathroom. So I have changed appearance because I'm doing this tour of the bungalow the day after I did the hotel tour, because the room wasn't ready. It had not been, the housekeeping hadn't been, and it was a bit of a mess, so I didn't want to do it yesterday. So obviously you've got your vanity unit here, sink, mirror. You have got a little hairdryer there, but they're never great, but it is what it is. And what was provided, we had I think there's like an emergency toothbrush if you need one, a shower cap and some shower gel and a little bar of soap. And then there is bath gel there, which is used for hand soap. It is vegan. And same with these shampoo and bath gel there, no conditioner. But you usually take your own, don't you? So there is a bath. If you've got a baby like me, I needed to use it. And obviously the shower's quite powerful actually, it's good. Your loo, they do ask you to put the paper in the bin. So it's not something you're accustomed to at home, but you have to get used to it here. And the towels that they provide are always fresh every day if you need them. You just put your dirty ones in the bath and they'll change them for you. So I think that's everything with the bathroom. So I'm going to then move on to the bedroom. So this is now the bedroom, and as you can see there are two beds on here, two single beds rather than a double, and they're not even zipped together, they are literally separate, and because the bed moves around in the night they do separate, so just beware of that. They're more twin beds than a double. So it's been set up with the cot in here, and I'm wondering if usually there is a dressing table here, because we have got a little chair, and I'm wondering if that's the setup, because there isn't anywhere to sit and do your makeup or do your hair or anything like that. I tend to just stand in the bathroom because that's the best lighting in the evening anyway. So cot for anyone who's bringing a baby. These are the cots, and within it is just a sheet, just a bottom sheet, so there's no other sheets in there. So we brought blankets from home, so that's what I would advise you to do. So my little one, if you did watch my packing vlog, you will have seen I put him in a 0.5 tog sleeping bag with a sleep suit under and a vest under. Usually that's enough for the evening, but if I find it's been a bit cooler at night, I will put a cellular blanket over him as well. But we found that with the vest, sleep suit and this bag, that's been enough. So anyone who's interested in that for the temperatures currently, that's what we've done. So yeah, so here's the another angle of the bedroom. These are little side lights, and again they're the only lights in this room. There's nothing on the ceiling, and it does get dark, so it's just yeah, that's something that just needs to be improved. I think the lighting, they could do with some more lamps or put proper ceiling lights in, I'm not sure. These doors do open to the patio, but we haven't used them. Like I say, in the day you get plenty of lighting, it's nice, but as soon as the sun goes down, it just goes very dark quickly. So yeah, so before I go to the wardrobes, you do have a TV on here, plenty of drawers. I must say this room does feel really spacious. I really like the size of it. I felt very comfortable in here. So you've got plenty of storage space in here. Hangers. You can see the amount of hangers there are. We've packed a lot of our things away, so it's looking a bit sparse now. Room at the bottom for your shoes and things. There is a shelf at the top. Obviously two big mirrors on the doors here, so you can have a look at your outfit or whatever. And then, again, excuse the mess Me and my daughter are sharing this side, and actually some of my husband bits, and she's very messy. So plenty of shelves in here, and the safe. So the safe is €14 for the week. I think that's what you pay. I don't think it's returnable, refundable. I think you just pay to use the safe, and it's €14. That's my understanding. So they mark one of the key cards in the room with a little black marker, and that is the one to get you in the safe and to use it on the door. So you just pop it in here, slide it in and out like you would, and unlock the lock, and it'll open. So as I say, I feel like there is plenty of storage in here for everyone. You know, even for the children, I've managed to put most of their things just in the drawers. Maybe if it was 4 adults or you had 2 teenage children with you, you might struggle a little bit for storage space, but I've not had an issue with it personally. So yeah, so this room is lovely. So I will just pan the camera around now and give you my final thoughts. So just a few points from me that I wanted to add that I've not mentioned yet. So the swimming pools, personally for me, are too cold, even though they say they're heated. My children agree, they're both cold, but the youngest one, I think they don't feel the cold the same, so he's in and out all the time. But my elder daughter, she's not very happy with how cold it is. We could be the minority. People seem to be happy with it. We did try the big pool one day, like I said before, and we were in the shade, and my daughter said it was just as cold as the quiet pool. However, people have said the big pool's lovely and warm, but that wasn't our experience. I don't know if it's just the time of day we were there, I don't know, but for me it's not as warm as in the summer. So I've been in once and that was it. So that's just our personal view of the pools. For us as well, personally, the restaurant is just so busy. I think it's just the time of year again, it's so busy at this time anyway, but it just feels very enclosed, and you know, just lots of people buzzing around trying to get to the different foods, particularly at the breakfast and the evening meal. It just wasn't for us. I think that'll be enough for us to not return to this hotel. Purely just that we prefer a bit more of a relaxed eating environment. Maybe we just don't like the buffet style. We've done all inclusive plenty of times, so we knew what to expect, but maybe we've just become a bit tired of it, I don't know. But yeah, it was just very busy in the meal times, not enjoyable for us. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So checkout time is 12 o'clock. We're checking out tomorrow and we'll be travelling home. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Again, it's my first ever tour, so apologies if I've missed anything, any key information. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you're interested, I did do a packing vlog for taking my children away, with a few useful things for that. So that's on our channel, and we do everyday like weekend vlogs, and we've vlogged our Tenerife holiday, so then we'll be coming up those videos. So if you're interested in those, then please watch them. Love you to subscribe to our channel, it really helps us out. But thanks for watching anyway.